Hello
Good
everyone.
morning.
Welcome to Good morning. Bonjour. Welcome to
Bonjour.
episode 7 of Ask Us Anything series. Hi Mary. So today we'll talk about how do I get my first sale? Something that all the people want to know. Everyone wants to know this, but sometimes we do get anxious about this. How will I get my first sale? So, welcome to the biggest podcast where we ask anything about your biggest questions about digital entrepreneurship. And here we answer it boldly for you. So, now let's talk about something everyone is excited and sometimes you start, you are showing up, you're learning, but still sometimes you think that you're not getting the results immediately, or maybe you think about why and when I will get the results. So this is what we'll talk about today. And in today's episode we are breaking this down. So maybe you're a beginner, you want to know about this, and maybe you're thinking about starting, you want to know about how will you get your first sale. So stay with us and we'll answer it for you. And if you have any questions, you can drop it in the comment box. We'll be answering. So if you are watching us for the first time, hi, I'm Neha. And I also started this journey with zero knowledge, but little by little, step by step, we figured out our way. So, hi, Mary.
Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Kamusta and magandang umaga to our kababayan from Pilipinas and sawadika to all our friends in Thailand. So, my name is Mary and I also started from scratch, learning everything step by step in this digital journey. And by the way, where are you, Niha? You have a very good background. All the birds are tweeting and all
You can
that.
hear it. It's a meditation sound for today.
Yeah. You
I'm
are
actually at a
outside?
hotel, yeah, in the north of the country, yeah, Balaclava.
Wow. Oh,
Yeah.
that's the beauty of this business. While you go on vacation,
Yeah,
the business can also go along with you.
yeah. And I actually woke up a bit late, so sorry, we started our life a bit late today. My apologies.
That's all right. That's the beauty of this business. Flexibility. We can always show up anytime we want, and there's no time in and time out.
True.
Yeah. So, all
All
right.
right.
So, we
So,
dive into the questions for today, starting with question number one.
all right. So I'll be answering this. What were the first steps you took that helped you to get your very first sale? Okay, you know what's the beauty of this business? As we mentioned, it's flexible, right? So uh, you have a training system that guides you step by step. Okay, so why I mention it's flexible, because the training system you can follow it anytime you want. It's on a system that you can get access to anytime once you get started with this business. And like May mentioned in our last episodes, you get it in several languages. So you select your preferential language, and we have step by step. So when you join, it will mention you what's the first step that you should do, like maybe on your social media account, what you need to do. So it's a blueprint of people who have already achieved results in this business. So you don't have to reinvent anything, you just need to follow the process. So for me, when I started, I just followed the process, started step by step training. In the training, it says step one, step two, the next day what you need to do. And this is what I did. I just followed the system from A to Z, because when you skip steps, then what happens is you will ask questions why I'm not getting results. Because if you think that you know too much, sometimes we think that, okay, this I don't need to watch because I know it. Then you miss few steps that were necessary. So it's very important that when you join, you follow the training systems from A to Z. And we have a mentor and a coach in this business that are with you along your way, ever since you will stay in this business. So you have a mentor and a coach which you get access to. I don't think we have businesses like this where you get a mentor and a coach with you all the time, and we have so many people. Even if it's not your mentor and a coach, there are other people that can guide you, that can support you in this business. Like me and Mary, we do this business as partners, supporting each other. Like every Saturday we come here to guide you, so you can ask your questions to your mentor and a coach. If you think that you have watched the trainings and still have doubts, you just ask your mentor and a coach if you can help me. But of course you need to be independent, not just anything that you think that it's on your mentor and a coach to help you. When we stopped or something, I went to see what is it. I went to see for myself, and then if I didn't understand, then I asked my coach and my mentor to guide me, to help me. Can you assist me on this? I didn't really understand what the training is saying about this. How do I do this? But this happens rarely because the training system is very simple, in simple language, easy to understand and to do. Right? So yes, maybe you want to add something?
Yeah, that's beautiful, Niha. I'm glad that you mentioned that you have to follow all the trainings and don't skip. Don't skip because a lot of our new members, right, when they see the training, sometimes they have this attitude of um, moving forward, fast forward, and then they skip some steps, and that's when crazy things happens, because if you miss some steps, um, it will jeopardize some of your results sometimes. So
Yeah.
it happened to me, like I was very impatient. So I just wanted to jump in to the last training where I could, kick off the business right away. But it turned out I had a lot of mishaps and mistakes and all that stuff. Then I have to do it all over again. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
important not to skip any of the trainings.
Yes. And I also remember I think I had to set up an account for myself, and I didn't really follow the training because I think I knew it, so I just did it, and then yeah, it was not good. So I had to go back, and I learned it that okay, I didn't know it. I thought I know it, so it's very important. Thanks for sharing this, Mary. Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Okay.
also I want to add that in this business, you just have to be genuine and authentic because this is what works. Yeah.
True, true. After all, we are in the attraction marketing business. So the more genuinely you come forward, the more genuine people will come and be
Yes.
attracted to your circle of business as well. So, yeah, authenticity is number one in this business.
All
Okay,
right.
so we move on to the next question. What would you say to someone who is doing the work but still haven't gotten their first sale yet? Mm-hmm. This is a beautiful question. And first of all, before I answer it, I'd like to welcome and congratulate all of our new business partners, especially Josette, no, from Australia. Welcome, welcome to the digital family. So yeah, just as what Niha said, first to get the results right away, follow the trainings and don't never skip any step. And while doing so, don't be impatient. Be impatient, you know, um, because the business is set up by experts already, so they've already went through all the mistakes, they've gone through what works, they already compared what is the shortcut. So we are already in a group, in a community of experts who tell us what to do, who's basically giving us the blueprint of the business, so we don't have to repeat the same mistakes that they've went through already. So this is saving a lot of time for us, because that means we don't have to do the trial and error anymore. You know what I mean? So this is the business where it's already proven effective. Our experts in the business have already um, tested it in time. And that's why this business is so good, because it's like a business that you can just plug and play and ready to go, because so many families, so many individuals was helped by this business, and that itself is a good testimony that it really works. And even if you're a mom taking care of your baby, even if you have a day job and you're just doing this as a side hustle, even if you're a retired person and you want to start all over again, so, or if you're working on this as a plan B, and in the future plan A. So yeah, I'm so happy to share my experience here, as well as sharing our experience with co-business partners like Niha. And being surrounded by like-minded people, because just as we shared last time, right, we are the average of the people we hang out with. So I'm really, really very honored and very happy to be surrounded with, like-minded people, positive people who have the same values and virtues in life, because that's really important, especially in this world where everything is going crazy. It's important to be grounded, it's important to be focused, it's important to know your values and what truly matters. And sometimes it will be someone from this business who will remind you, right, Niha? Oftentimes, every time I attend the millionaires webinar that we have in the community, I'm always inspired by people's stories, and I'm always assured and affirmed that there are good people, there is hope, and this business is the platform to improve your family's lifestyle, to improve your community's lifestyle, and to help more people. So I'm just so happy to share that one. Anything that you'd like to add, Niha?
Yeah, and I want to also mention that we should not compare ourselves with others. Like if Mary got her results on day one, it doesn't mean that I will also get my results on day one. Maybe she's putting more effort than me. Maybe I did not follow the training the way she did to get that result on day one. So don't compare yourself with others. If others are getting results before you, the most important thing is that we stay consistent, because I've seen many people that they start, they get the results, maybe they retired in 6 months, but then they suddenly disappear, but it's important to be able to handle that success, that thing, to be prepared for it mentally, so that you can hold what you're getting and don't compare yourself with others. Yeah, that's what I want to mention.
True,
And
true. Especially in this social media time, it's easy to just see a lot of people brag about their results or brag about their achievements, and do not be do not feel bad for yourself, because you can also achieve it, you can also get there if you put yourself in the proper community like this, and if you get the right trainings, and if you have the right platform.
yes.
So yeah.
All right. So let's check some comments, maybe. I think we have one comment.
Mm-hmm.
Wait. All right. Here is it. Hi, Summer. Good morning. She's from UAE, Dubai. Welcome and thank you for watching. Good morning there, Nihan Miri.
Good morning.
All right. So we have one.
All
That's
right,
it.
thank you for tuning in, and thank you everyone for joining us live. And if you're watching this in replay later, send us your comments and send us your questions. All right. So if you're still waiting for your first sale, we want to remind you of this. Every successful online business started with zero. The first sale doesn't come from luck. It comes from learning, showing up, and staying consistent even when results aren't immediate. So keep going because you're closer than you're closer to your results than what you think. So if this episode gave you clarity or encouragement, share it with someone who's on the same journey. And don't forget to send your questions for the next episode of Ask Us Anything because we're building this with you. Until next time, stay consistent, stay patient, and keep building your digital CEO journey. All right, so goodbye, everybody. Happy weekend.
And